How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Satisfactory. In today's episode, we're actually going to do this next milestone, and to be honest, I can just run around and talk to you guys while I grab every resource here. When I looked at it, after I finished recording last time, I was like, do you know what? I don't need to grind anything off camera. I've literally got everything I need. I can get 300 of these, 200, 300, and we can get what? The poles, 200, iron rods, 200. We can get screws, no problem, 500 of them. We've got loads here, you know, stacks of 500. So I'm just going to grab 500 U, and we can go all the way over to the copper sort of area, and then we can kind of focus on grabbing ourselves some cable here. We've actually unlocked a new recipe as well, and I'll show you in a second. Let's grab 200 of you, sort you out so you don't go my OCD. When it comes to the inventories, my OCD is crazy, so we don't need any of these. But what I can show you is actually no, we haven't unlocked it. That's what we are gunning for now. That is our reward right now. Okay, I'm getting a bit confused and ahead of myself, so yeah, I haven't had enough coffee today, I don't think. This coffee mug is worth every coupon, every one of it. So cool. The only thing is that it doesn't have any sort of effect on you. It doesn't actually make you better in any way, this coffee cup. I thought it would at first, and for example, and whenever you take a drink, you don't really drink very much. You kind of drink very little, in fact. But yeah, it doesn't have any. This cup doesn't have any use apart from it just looks cool. It's just cool, man. Right, so we are going to literally now fulfill this one straight away, so we can get on with this. There we go. Hit the button. Let Ada talk.
Milestone reached.
Nice.
More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
They are indeed. They are indeed. See you in a minute, dude. See you in about 5.5 minutes. Right, so now we've unlocked some new stuff. Let's check out what we've just unlocked. So, nothing there. Nothing in logistics as far as I'm aware. Nothing in power. So it's mainly production. So we've unlocked this new machine. So this is a these are manufacturers. Constructors manufacture like kind of basic items, and assemblers can manufacture a little bit more complex items. So this can craft with 2 items to make a new item, and this can only do 1 item for 1 item. So yeah, you'll see in a minute. So what we're going to do is we are going to I don't even know if I can. What should we do to make this? What are we going to do first? So there's copper sheets. We've just unlocked that. All that is copper ingots to make the sheets. Piece of cake. That's not even really anything drastic. These guys are a little bit more tricky to make. So let's have a look, see what we can make. That's a little bit trickier than... No, it's not. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera here. I'm just going to have a little bit of a think of how and where I want to put things. And we'll make something in a second. I'm thinking we need to make these guys first. And then... them, then them. Yeah, so basically in order of this menu. So we want to focus on this. So we want to make reinforced plates. So to make reinforced plates, we're going to need an assembler which takes plates and feed it. So we got to feed it 6 plates and 12 screws to get 1 plate back. So that's pretty simple, kind of. So there's 2 ways we can do that. We can probably, in fact, probably gonna do that over here. and we're going to use this node here. We're literally going to use this node. So I'm going to take this little boy here that's just been idle forever, and he's got like 100 iron ore on him. In fact, I don't need that iron ore anymore. I'm just going to... Oh, better pick him up. We don't really need that. So, to make this this item, let's have a look again. We're going to make reinforced iron plates, and the main focus of this episode is to show you the assembler in action. That is my goal, and hopefully it's fairly straightforward. It's just another machine to make a more complex item. So bottom line, it's basically 2 constructors in 1 machine. So that's practically, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna try and show you at least this once. So any other recipes that kind of follow suit, like for example rotors, I probably might just do some of this off camera or on a live stream or something like that, because once I've done this kind of once, yeah, it's kind of, you don't want to watch me do it for about 20 episodes, right, for each recipe. This is what I've done on that first live stream. That first live stream, I literally... These 2 over there are the same. So, that's the plates, that's the rods. Same setup, really. The only difference is the screws. The screws requires 2 constructors instead of 1. Because it's two stages of crafting, basically. And, yeah, so... Let me have a think of what I'm going to need in our RBRBs. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do this on camera. It's not going to be the most efficient layout ever, but for the best part, it's going to do its job, and over time, it will just keep increasing the amount that we get over time. So it's not going to be efficient. We can work on efficiency and stuff later, but for the best part, we just want to get stuff going, right? So what we're going to need to do is, we could just run this off of 1 smelter, but I'm actually going to run this off of 2. Doing 1 for each job, basically. We're going to do 1 miner. We can only do 1 miner from 1 node. I don't plan to do any more than 1 node, because I'm going to dedicate this mining node for this recipe, at least for now. And so we've got 2 smelters. We're going to need... so we need 1 for the plates, and then we're going to need another 2 for the screws, and then we're going to need an assembler. The shopping list is getting a little bit big now. And then we're going to go do a storage container, which should have our output. So what we're going to need to do is grab a few bits and bobs here. In fact, we need 14 of those plates, like manually crafted, before we can even start. So we're going to grab some of you. I'll tell you what, just to save a little bit of time, I'm actually going to go and grab some of this. Oh wow, we need rotors. That's a thing. Okay, so we need to automate these ASAP, to be honest. So we need to make these. We've made this before. Can we make any more of you? We're going to need screws for sure. I think it's plates and screws. Right, I'm going to grab 500 screws for now. And grab some more plates actually while I'm at it. Let's just grab a couple of 100 here. And we're going to need to make 14 of those reinforced iron plates, if I don't stop running into things. So we can actually make 41. So I'm just going to make 14 real quick. Then we need to go and dart to the copper section and grab some of this copper wire. We've only got 7 on us, but we can actually grab a bunch of that as well. We're almost done on this. And I can't remember how you make rotors. Okay, that's just, we can make 13 of them. So they're pretty easy to make now I think about it. Same kind of so I can't even talk. The same kind of deal. We made too many now. Yes. So we need just to quickly dart over to and grab some berries. So the rotors are actually pretty much the same kind of deal. Probably not going to do them today. I might even do them in another episode. We'll see. I'm still quite new to this this part of the game when you start. I'm trying to make things better than my first sort of playthrough, so I'm trying to improve on stuff. So yeah, I'm probably going to derp up a lot, and there's still a lot to learn for this game. I got the gist of the game, but to perfect it, I guess, it is a big old learning curve. Like, to master like efficiency and stuff like that, making things really good, it takes a little bit of time. I was going to put some foundations down, but I feel like I'm going to do that later on. It's not a problem right now. This guy's going to get right in my way. Off you go. Right, so we're going to make ourselves a miner. And that miner will kind of point in this direction. Maybe like that. That might do. I don't know. Making this up. I'm not even sure. Like, we've only got 3 generators hooked up right now. We're going to probably need maybe 4 at this rate, possibly. I know these guys, yeah, these take 15 megawatts, whereas these only, the normal constructors only take 4. So do the smelters. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place a smelter here. In fact, it's going to be a little bit more complex than that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to cut a corner here. So we're going to grab the conveyor belts. Just bring this out semi-straight. Is this... Oh yeah, you can just do it straight like that. And the reason I'm doing this is just to make life easy for myself. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a... Can we actually... I'm just curious. Can I hook a splitter straight up to this? Maybe? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't think it's it's not gonna do what I want it to do. So let's just do that, and then we can get the splitter and snap it to that. So that should snap. There we go. So can we do... That's pretty much bang on, right? I mean, this is the easier way to doing it. In fact, I'm just going to have a little gap, like that, right? Get rid of this guy on this side. So that side's still connected. And then what we can do is we can get rid of you. Didn't see you there. Grab our smelters. And I didn't see you. So grab smelters. We're going to need 2 of them. In fact, I'm going to put one... roughly maybe there, and we're just going to plonk it anyways. It doesn't have to be 100% neat. And there, hopefully we should be able to get the conveyor belts work. Like, yeah, there we go. We're going to hook that up. So basically we're going to split that into 2, and each of these, when it splits, they're going to have a part to play. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're now going to make so that we have a constructor now. Hook it like kind of close. That's really close, right? That's almost scary close. Like, let's just put that there and see what happens. I trust it, I guess. Get our belts out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then we can get another one next to it. So this line is basically going to be our plates, because we're making reinforced plates, right? So iron plates. I know we've got iron plates being made over there, but that's... I kind of want to make that independent for now, and this is going to be its own beast, I guess. So we're going to literally... This node is going to do the whole lot. We're not going to borrow from that over there. I don't think that's going to be good enough. And we're going to grab ourselves another constructor. It doesn't want to be flush, but that'll do. And this is a second line. This is a totally different Wrong one. Yeah, that's too sharp. So we need to get rid of you. So we'll probably just make you come out a little bit more then. Can I line you up? It's a little bit flickery. Discos. Maybe. I mean, that should do, right? A little bit further out than I would like, but it's going to do it for now. There we go. So we need this one to make poles or rods. And we need to turn these rods into yet another. We need another constructor here. So again, we're going to just bring that as close as we can. Again, we should be using foundations, but for the best part, right now, I just want to get the early game going. I'll pretty much tidy stuff up, like on live streams and stuff, or maybe off camera. Either or either. And then, so that's making rods. We need the rods to make the screws. And then, if I'm correct, the part that we need, which is this is what we're trying to automate, the reinforced plates. So screws we got pretty much done. Plates we have done. And I could probably now put our assembler down. This is the boy. Can I get? Actually, no. I'm gonna put him over here, in line with this guy. About there. There we go. Okay, that's the new assembler. That's what it looks like, and this is what the interface looks like. So if we look at this, this is the ones that it can make, and this is, as you can see, we need this to make the reinforced plates. This is what we're making. We've literally just set it up so that iron plates are a thing. So you can see how this kind of gets put together. Obviously, foundations again make it neater, but there's your plates. That's what we need. That's a big ingredient. And we need, the only way to get screws is to turn the rods into screws. So this accepts the rods and then outputs as screws, which is exactly that sequence over there. So as you can see, that's exactly that sequence. We're just mimicking it right here. But instead of putting it into a storage bin, we are literally going to do this. Put you over there, and then we're going to grab you and hopefully get you in there. We can't. Why not? Why you not work? Can we? There we go. That will do. I can tidy this, like I say, I'll tidy up later on. And then this will then be the output right here. So we grab ourselves a storage bin. And I'm probably just going to tuck the storage bin right here. Again, I can change it later on. Grab some belts. And then just feed it in like that. So then we should be getting plates in here. Okay. I'm just kind of rushing through it or getting it going so that, one, we can get plates on the go. And for two, I can show you guys this new machine and hook it up to a setup. Now, there's probably, again, there's more efficient ways of doing this, like easily more efficient ways, and obviously we're not putting it on foundation, so it looks a little bit messy. So I did say at the very beginning, it's going to look messy before it gets clean, right? We're not going to clean anything up yet. We want to get our feet off the ground in the game. So what I am going to do is do that little trick that I was telling you guys about, and I don't know, just do that. Oh, invalid shape. Okay. So that way we can see what's in that box. That's the only way we've got to label at the moment in the game. There's not a lot in regards to labeling. Right, so next thing we need to do is power this piece of art that we've got going on here. So can we bring... Do you know what? I'm just going to bring... that here. And then I'm just going to make it messy with cables. I'm just going to put a load of cables here. In fact, I'm going to put another one there. Before we hook it up to this, it's probably going to break. In fact, no. Let's make it blow the fuse. So by doing this, I'm pretty sure actually, I'm not sure. We may or may not blow the main power line. So if we look at the power line right now, we should be getting like what, 90 capacity, and we're using 45. Let's say 45 on average. Oh, maximum of 60. Yeah, this could be. Yeah, we're gonna need some more biomass generators going up there on the hill. So if I ping it for you guys up there, the biomass generators in the distance, that's going to need to be increased. I've got a little trick for you guys actually. Since I've been doing the thumbnails, I've got a trick. If you want to look in the distance, there's no way of getting binoculars or anything, but if you press P for photo mode, you can use your mouse wheel and zoom in if you really want to, so you can see in the distance. Like there's 2 power slugs over there. Huh? Not bad, right? That's a neat little trick. Just saying. So if you ever want to zoom in, use the photo mode, and that will definitely help you out. Right, let's get this show on the road. Let's get these guys hooked up. So probably gonna want to use that guy for something else. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna power you. Power you. And then make another one. I'm just gonna stick him in the middle here. So that's now 4 out of 4. And then we can go, right, you're powered. You're powered. You can see they go from red to yellow. That means they're on standby. And then you're powered. And then we can do one more power line down here, because that's going to max it out. I'm just going to stick it in the middle of these guys. And then, are you red? I'm pretty sure this smelter is red. Yeah, you're red. So you, and last but not least, you. This should trip our power out. I got a feeling it will. Let's find a power cable here. Okay, it's hovering around about the 70 mark, so we've still got like 20, but the only thing that I can say is nothing's running. Okay, we're not running. Okay, the reason we're not running is because we haven't configured this. We are digging up iron. Now that should be making our plates, which is going into this constructor. That will go straight into this big guy up the end here, so it's going to accept the plates. And then the other sequence on the other side, on this side, coming out from the splitter here. So there's the splitter, and you got this guy here. We want iron ingots. That is now going to make iron rods, and then those iron rods are going to be turned into screws, and then those screws are going to feed into the big boy up here, along with the plates, and then we get our reinforced iron plates as the output. And as you can see, the power has just blown up because all the machines are starting to kick in, and at the time of this we went over by 1.5 megawatts. So we're going to need, so our power at the moment is 90, which tells me there is 3 of these guys up here being powered. So we're going to boost that up to 4, so that makes it 120 megawatts. So that should do it. So 4 of these guys should do it. In fact, while I'm up here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to grab these nuts. Thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to top everything up. And there's a total of 6 up here, which can be expanded. So that's almost running out anyway. So it's a good job I checked. So whenever the power goes out, we're going to have to come up here and manually top it up. Or if the power goes out, it could be Right, that's 4. That is 4. If I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull this. And this capacity line will go up to 120 because we're running 3 biofuel generators which produce 30 each. You know that? And so far, I'm pretty sure everything is running. Let's go and double check. Everything is running. This guy is, when this guy gets into action, that's when we want to know how much power we're using. So are you producing now? Yeah, you are working. So we are now sitting at roughly maximum when everything is going. The most consumption we're hitting is about 100 to 100, 110 out of 120. So we could, any more machines, we're going to have to run more biofuel generators, 100%. In fact, we should have done 5, booted up 5 out of the 6 instead of 4 out of 6. But I'm trying to just scrape the barrel here. As you can see, we got our first output there. So that's our first one. Nice. In fact, that's a little bit too long. I'm actually going to shorten that. So we're just going to do that. Oh, it's a valid shape. Are you kidding me? There we go. That should... There we go. That's a little bit shorter. Not much shorter, but... it will do. It shows us what's there. So we can now see the plates come out, which then in turn literally shows us what's in this box, which ain't a lot. Yeah, there's another one backed up there, so there's 2 there already. There's the 3rd one coming through, and yeah, our power is literally just hovering above, below the capacity. So once these orange ones go above that grey, steady grey line, that steady grey line is our power capacity. All these machines, if they go above that, we're using more power than we can handle. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today, guys. We're now making reinforced iron plates, which is really cool. As I said before a couple of times, not the most efficient way, but it's going to do. It's going to do. We can't really overclock. I was going to show you overclocking, but in fact, before we do go, I think that should be unlocked now. I think we totally left that behind. There you go. At the analysis of this is what we done last time, I think. Overclock production is completed. Yes, we need now overclock stuff. Player upgraded. Huh? Player upgraded? I don't know what that means. But yeah. So there you go, guys. We're now making reinforced plates. It might be a bit complicated, but all you got to do is just kind of line up production as you see fit to make the next item, and you just join those machines up with conveyor belts. It's actually pretty simple. The art of this game is to make it as efficient and fast and as possible. You know what I mean? You got to try and pump out these guys as much as you can, so this guy isn't waiting. If this is waiting on stuff, which it's waiting on plates. So see what I mean? The plates are a thing, but I've got plates on me, so I'm just going to boost it up right now. And I've also got screws on me, so I'm just going to chuck that in there and just let it do its stuff. As you can see, before we do go, actually, this is producing, what, 5 plates per minute? So each site, see this bar? This bar will take 12 seconds, which says here, where the little clock is, 12 seconds to roughly produce one. So one every 12 seconds. So yeah, about 5 a minute. Yeah, so it's exactly 5 a minute. And we can put those little overclockers in here and make it go 50% faster, 100% faster, and 150% faster. So you can make it really quick. This would probably, we could probably make these one every 4 seconds or 3 seconds if we overclocked it. But if you overclock, the power usage becomes a lot more. This would take, like, I don't know, 20, 25 at least, maybe even 30 megawatts to keep this overpowered, for example, this machine. But yeah, that's pretty much Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's cool for now. Not the most efficient, not the most tidiest, nothing like that, nothing special, but it works, and that's all that matters. We've already got, in this time, we've already got 9 of these guys, so it's not really that bad, to be honest. We are producing a decent amount of, whatchamacallits. The best thing to do before I do go, once again, is keep an eye on your setup and see what needs improving. So, for example, just look at the rates that it takes. Like, it takes 12 screws and 6 plates. You'll know that when you are okay is if it backlogs, that means that this machine is too slow. So you kind of learn. It's a hard learning curve, and something I probably won't be able to teach you, but you just study your setups and try and make them as efficient as possible by tweaking them, if need be, with overclockers or extra production lines and stuff like that. You can upgrade the belts, everything later on, which is probably what we can do next episode, maybe. Actually, before we do go officially, and I mean it this time, let's check out the next milestone, see where we're at. Still obviously on tier 2. Jump pads to me is not that important. This is probably doable. I just needed to do a little bit of AFK work because we are now producing this automatically, right? We're producing the plates now, we're producing concrete, we're producing iron rods, and we're producing iron plates. That's pretty much doable automatically. We don't really need to lift a finger, we just need to wait. I could do it manually, but I've got machines that will fulfill every one of these, which is good. I think that's the next one, Logistics Mark II. And once again, we'll quickly breeze over. We're going to get stackable conveyor poles, which is really good for tidying up like loads of belts. We can now go, we get Mark II belts, which are faster, and we get Mark II lifts, so they too are faster. We haven't actually used any lifts at all in this playthrough yet. But they're really good for verticality and going up and down stuff. So it's really, really, really handy to have that as a tool. Jump pads, like I say, is not really necessary right now. I don't really need to use them. I've never used them actually. We could actually experiment them with them and see how it gets on, but I've not actually used them in the game or any playthrough so far. But yeah, we're going to do this milestone. This milestone is pretty easy. The only thing I'm waiting on, obviously, is the plates, because we've only just finished that in this episode over there. So as you can see, the setup that we just done over there is making those 50 plates. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to slap the like button and all that jazz. And I hopefully see you in the next one. Or live stream, or whatever comes first. Probably not a live stream. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a couple more episodes before the next live stream. So these live streams are going to be few and far between at the time of this recording. When you start watching this, it's been a while since the last Satisfactory live stream. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take it easy. Dibs out.